That was a scene early this morning when protesters scattered from Tulane University's campus. Law enforcement clearing out the pro-Palestinian encampment, leading to multiple arrests.
Josh Robertson will be live on the scene, or he's live on the scene rather, there where they have now cleared out that encampment. And Josh, the demonstrators have moved, you told us?
Yeah, the demonstrators, from what I can tell right here, are gone. They were out here on the neutral ground where they were kind of led by law enforcement away from the encampment here behind me. But those demonstrators now, there were still a few dozen of them earlier this morning before the sun came up. They're now gone. And this entire area, which is now completely cleared up, it looks like, of debris. I mean, they had tarps and tents and dozens and dozens of wooden pallets that were all out here. They've all been cleared out here just in the past hour or so. And I can tell you that earlier, demonstrators had all these wooden pallets that they had kind of turned into like a makeshift wall with signs and postage all over it with words like Free Palestine, because this was a Free Palestine demonstration here on the lawn of Tulane's campus. But it is private property, and so that's why actually Tulane University's president put out a statement just earlier, honestly about a few minutes ago, or earlier this hour, I should say, saying that they led a coordinated effort, Tulane University Police did, with New Orleans PD and Louisiana State Police, to remove protesters, they say, who had trespassed on Tulane's campus over the last 2 days in an illegal encampment on the edge of the lawn. And they said that an overwhelming majority, Tulane is saying that an overwhelming majority of the protesters were unaffiliated with the community. But at this point right now, after hearing from NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick, they say that there have been 14 arrests made, and only 2 of them, I believe, we're told, are Tulane students. But again, you see the issue this morning when we first arrived a little after 3 o'clock. It was well over 100 uniformed officers from LSP, NOPD, Tulane Police with tactical gear and armored vehicles moving through the encampment as protesters backed away from the encampment down St. Charles while continuing to chant. And they stayed here for some time on the neutral ground before they eventually dispersed. And again, they're not out here now. But again, this was starting on day 3 of these demonstrations here on Tulane's campus. And we also spoke with the police monitor, who has jurisdiction over NOPD only. They wanted to make that clear, but they've been out here monitoring all of this because NOPD is under a consent decree. She told us when we spoke to her that she called the maneuver here by law enforcement methodical, is the way that she put it. And again, Tulane giving several warnings over the past few days, letting students know, or anyone who was demonstrating out here, that it was an illegal or an unlawful encampment that they were taking part in. And so now we've seen some arrests made. We've seen the protesters and the demonstrators move out of the scene, and the scene behind us is now clear. But the barricades are going to remain up, and police are going to remain out here throughout the day, most likely. No issues with traffic, though, on St. Charles. Street cars are running. Traffic is running as normal. But we'll go ahead and send it back to you now.
Thank you.